In a shocking news to cricketing fans all around the country, the Virat Kohli-led Indian team was today knocked out of the ICC Cricket World Cup by the New Zealand team in a close encounter. Chasing a target of 250, the Indian team lost the match by 18 runs after a top order collapsed in front of the Kiwi pace bowling. The top three batsmen went back to the pavilion before a total score of 5 as Rohit Sharma, KL Rahul and Virat Kohli got out for 1 run each. The Indian fans found their hope in the match after a 100-run partnership between Ravindra Jadeja and MS Dhoni. Jadeja scored a quick 59 ball 77 while Dhoni scored a half century after he got out of 72 balls on run out in the 40th over by Martin Guptill. We have our sports editor Mahesh Kuti on the line. Kuti sir, your first reaction on this defeat?
It was really heartbreaking for all the Indians, not only in India but around the world. I think we almost made plans for the World Cup final thinking that it's going to be a walkover over New Zealand. Unfortunately, that was far to be, and India just could not, score 240 runs, which is really shocking. Like what you said, we scored just 5 runs and we lost the first 3 wickets, and we never really recovered from there. Then it was a matter of just time. But let me tell you, I was very, very pleasantly surprised the way Rishabh Pant batted, but I was really shocked to see the way he got out. I think the shot selection by most of the Indian batsmen was the reason that India did not score 240 runs.
The target of 240 is easily chaseable in a 50-over game, and especially in the World Cup game, and the performance was the Indian team was playing in the last few matches. What do you think will lead to the downfall of the Indian team?
See, without a doubt, it would have been the pressure of the scoreboard. I think when we came out to bat on a fresh day, I think all that we had to do was to play out the first 10 overs, and not lose any wickets. But we lost the first 3 wickets, especially the wicket of Rohit Sharma. I think we never recovered from that. See, we are used to getting Rohit Sharma scoring a lot of runs and the top order firing in all the matches till now. Suddenly, we lost 3 wickets with just about 5-7 runs on the board, and then the middle order just did not rise up to the occasion. It was extremely disappointing to see the way India surrendered.
The game today which the Indian team played was quite a unique game for us. Do you believe the rain changed the course of the game as the reserve day came into effect and India had to play the game like a test match?
See, there were a lot of people who were on social media hoping that it would rain off today and India would make it to the finals. But I don't think that is the correct way of playing a World Cup match. I think you should play and win and not expect the rain to do it. It is like Pakistan expecting England, New Zealand and India to play for them. We can't expect the rain to play for us. I think it was a fair match. We just were not as good as the New Zealanders today, and that is why we lost. I think it was the pressure that got the better of us.
The match which the performance which the Indian top order played today is like a replica of the 2017 ICC Champions Trophy. The first 3 got easily out in the game against Pakistan, and what led after that was just a downfall. Do you think this is just a replica of the previous game?
See, against Pakistan, the total that we were chasing was a huge score. But 240 on that beautiful batting wicket at Old Trafford was not going to be very difficult. Unfortunately, I don't know what went wrong that we just threw away our wickets. I mean, the kind of shot that somebody like Hardik Pandya batted, it was terrible. I mean, you don't play against the spin. Rishabh Pant should have picked up a corner which was closer to him than to hit the ball far away from him, and that is why he got caught in the boundary. See, the shot selection of some of the Indian players was very disappointing, and that is the reason that we lost. Even the way Virat Kohli got out, I was disappointed. He played across the line to a ball that was coming into him by Trent Bolt. All that he had to do was to play it safe. He had to just bat for 10 overs. India would have won on a canter. We would have won the match in 45 overs. Far from it. I think our shot selection was the reason that we lost.
The Indian team had an overhand over the Kiwi team on the first day of the game. Do you believe that after the performance of the first day, the Indian team took the game very lightly?
I hope not, because we were playing a very, very important match. The semi-finals, if you're going to chase, they've got the runs on the board. Even if it was 211 that they scored yesterday, we had to score 212 runs to win. So we couldn't have taken anything for granted. I don't think the Indian team would ever have thought that they have won the game before the day started. I hope not, because these guys are professionals. They understand that the match is not over till they have won the game. But I think it was a short selection. Maybe we were a wee bit complacent about it. We thought that we can win this match very easily, taking into account our very strong batting line. But that, cricket is a great leveler. It puts you down to size immediately, and that's what exactly happened today.
The Indian batting order in the course of the game had very failed performance from many of the batsmen. In fact, every batsman except Ravindra Jadeja. Do you think the slow batting by Hardik Pandya and Dhoni led India to the defeat?
No, see, when you're chasing 240 runs, that means you don't require a huge run rate. All that you needed was, we could have won the match in just singles. Let me tell you, we didn't have to score so many boundaries. All that we needed was to just keep rotating the strike, push the ball into the middle, into the gaps, and pick up runs. This ground is a big ground, so 2 runs was easily gettable. All that we had to do was to score singles, and we didn't manage to do that. You don't have to go for glory shots all the time to win a game. You don't need sixes and fours all the time to win the game. 240, we should have won in singles, but we just were not up to it today, I guess.
And your thoughts on the performance by Jadeja? Do you believe that he's still an bits and pieces player, as said by many experts, or in fact, Sanjay Manjrekar?
Yeah, you know what? I think Sanjay Manjrekar must be feeling terrible today. Jadeja bowled brilliantly. Today, fielded brilliantly and also batted brilliantly. It was a perfect all-round performance. Yesterday, his bowling was fantastic. Today, he made a fantastic run-out, got a good catch, and then came out and scored those runs. And he played with great sense of maturity. I think Manjrekar must be feeling terrible that he called him a bits and pieces player. A bits and pieces player, India would definitely take if he can go out and score so many runs in a World Cup semi-final game.
Do you believe that, as many fans are saying on the internet, that the management is also clearly responsible, the batting coach in fact and the chief coach Ravi Shastri? Do you think after this loss in a big match, the management would get changed?
You know what? Because we've lost the game, all these things are going to come up. Ravi Shastri's tenure anyway ends with the World Cup, so whether he's going to be given a further extension or not, we would not know about it till the time the new coach is around, or they might just go with him. But I don't think they'll continue with Ravi Shastri, because Ravi Shastri doesn't have a great record. In fact, even in the last time, 2015 World Cup, he lost to the semi-finals. See, a coach needs to push his players in all these big matches, and that's when he becomes a great coach. Look at somebody like Gary Kirsten. He was able to take India right through to the finals. So Ravi Shastri was not able to do it, and I think that he will not get an extension to his tenure.
So if not Ravi Shastri, India plays its next series in the West Indies. Who would be the player who could replace Ravi Shastri on the key role, the role of the coach of an Indian cricket team?
You know what? What I'm going to say might actually lead to a lot of controversy. I would love to see Dhoni retiring now, because I don't think he needs to play anymore. He doesn't have to prove to anybody anything. He should be made the Indian coach. I think he gets a lot of respect from all the youngsters. All these boys who are playing for India right now are all Dhoni discoveries. They have a lot of respect for him, and I would be very, very happy if Dhoni is made the coach of the Indian cricket.
But sir, this might not be quite early for Dhoni to be retiring as a player and joining the Indian team again as a coach.
I don't think Dhoni has got anything else to do. I mean, the fact of the matter is that he's played a few World Cups. He's won everything. He's relinquished his post as a captain. He was just being the elder statesman of the team. He's done all that. I don't think he's going to play the next World Cup. It's a great time to bid goodbye and then take Indian cricket forward by being the coach of the Indian team.
Then what do you have to say about the Dhoni's last slow and steady walk to the pavilion? Do you think it could be an end of the career for Dhoni after this match?
Yeah, I thought the walk was very slow. It took a long time, and I saw the entire team standing up and applauding, and Ravi Shastri giving him a pat on his back. Everything suggested that's a matter of time, day, that Dhoni will announce his retirement, unless he doesn't want to, announce his retirement, wants to play another series, which I don't think he would want to do.
Then also, after New Zealand has reached the finals, whom do you think in the game between England and Australia would reach the finals?
See, something tells me that it's going to be a repeat of last time's finals. Though I thought India would be the team that would play Australia. Australia looked to be in great form. They've been winning quite, very, very easily, convincingly, in fact, against all the teams. And they beat England handsomely in the league stage. I think that they should be able to pull it off tomorrow at in the second semi-finals. So it should be an Australia-New Zealand affair in the finals.
And the final question, what is your opinion? How would the Indian team gain after, what would be Indian team strategy after this loss?
See, the World Cup is over. They go to West Indies. I don't think that's going to really test a lot of players. I think they'll all improve their records more than anything else. When they come back, they have a lot of cricket left for the year. And now the next World Cup is going to be the T20 World Cup next year in Australia. They can start preparing for it. But a T20 World Cup is very different from a 50-over World Cup. So we'll have to wait and see who's the new coach, who the new players. Will Virat be questioned as a captain? You know, when you lose, there are a lot of questions and a lot of people will ask. We'll know that. We'll get all the answers very shortly.
Also, Virat is not playing the West Indies, not likely to be play the West Indian series. Do you think it's a great chance for Rohit Sharma to be tested as an Indian ODI captain?
See, anyway, he's a vice captain, so in all probability, he will be the captain and he will go. And I think, India is going to do well in West Indies. West Indies is not a team that can actually send a lot of problems to any team in the world. So, I think all the Indian batsmen will improve their records, and so will all the bowlers.
So like the defeat should not be treated as a last end of the Indian cricket. Like every dark day has a sunny side to it. Indian team would surely bounce back and gain its lost respect in the world cricket. You were watching in HW Straight Drive with me, Anil Rajpatna, sports editor Mahesh Kutti. It's goodbye till then.